The first warning sign wasn't the fence. It was the quiet. Out on my ranch, quiet usually means everything is exactly how it should be. Wind through the grass, the distant creak of wood, maybe the sound of water if you're close enough to the creek. But that morning, the quiet felt off. I was riding along the north boundary, checking posts and lines like I always do, when I noticed the gate open. Not broken, not forced, just open. I slowed the ATV and stopped a few yards away, staring at it for a second. I never leave that gate open, ever. Not because of people, because of what's on the other side. Beyond that fence line wasn't just more land, it was protected territory, designated bear conservation zone. No casual access, no wandering around, no exceptions. Which meant if that gate was open, someone either didn't know what they were doing or didn't care. I killed the engine and stepped off, walking toward the gate slowly. The latch had been undone cleanly. No damage, no struggle. That made it worse, because it meant someone thought they had the right to open it. I looked down. Fresh tire tracks. Not mine, not any of my workers. Smaller vehicle, probably an SUV. Heading in, I let out a slow breath and pulled out my phone, checking the camera feed I had set up near that section. Didn't take long. There she was. Same SUV I'd seen before near the HOA development down the road. Same person stepping out like she owned whatever ground she stood on, clipboard in hand. Of course. She walked up to the gate, looked at the warning signs big, bold, impossible to miss and then did something that made me shake my head. She ignored them, reached up, unlatched the gate, drove right through. No hesitation, no concern. The rules were just suggestions meant for other people. I paused the video, zoomed in on the sign she passed. Protected wildlife zone. No unauthorized entry. Clear as day. I didn't rush after her. That would have been a mistake, because out here, rushing gets you in trouble. Instead, I got back on the ATV and followed the tracks at a steady pace. Careful, deliberate, because I knew something she didn't. This wasn't just land, it was active habitat. And the bears. They weren't a rumor. Didn't take long to find her. She had parked near a clearing, right where the tree line starts to thicken, standing outside her SUV, writing something down on that clipboard, like she was conducting another one of her inspections. Completely unaware of where she was, or what she had just walked into. I stopped about 20 yards away and shut off the engine. She turned when she heard it. "Oh," she said, like she was mildly inconvenienced. "You need to put up better signage." That gate was open. I looked at her. "The signs are fine," I said. "They're not clear enough," she replied. "This area needs to be properly marked if you don't want people entering." I almost laughed. "You read them?" I said. "I saw them," she corrected. "They didn't apply to me." Of course they didn't. I nodded once. "You need to leave." She waved that off like it was nothing. "I'm conducting a land compliance review," she said. "This section may be affecting the HOA boundary conditions." I stared at her for a second. "You drove into a protected conservation zone," I said. "That's not what I was told," she replied. "That's what it is," she sighed, like I was the difficult one in the situation. "Well, I'm already here," she said. "I might as well finish." That's when I heard it. Not loud, not dramatic, but enough. Low rustle from the tree line behind her. My attention shifted instantly. Hers didn't, because she didn't recognize the sound. "I did. Don't move," I said. She frowned. "Excuse me? Don't move?" I repeated, quieter this time. Now she looked annoyed. "I'm not going to stand here because you..." The second sound cut her off. Closer, branches shifting. Heavy weight moving where it shouldn't be silent. That's when she turned and saw it. At first, just movement between the trees.